Today we're on Windrock on Trail 51. Come along with us as we do the first leg of the trail. This is Jeepingmo. So we got Mike and we got Ed here. So we're making our way up to Trail 51 out here at Windrock. Everybody's airing down and getting ready to go up. So as you first start to trail, there's a big mud pit at the very beginning. You either can go through or go around. We looked at how deep that mud pit was and we were all going to drag, so we opted to go around instead of starting the trail pulling cable. Hold on, buddy. Mike had 37-inch tires on his Jeep, but Ed and I both are only running 35s. When we checked the depth of that hole, it was going to be quite a bit deeper than what we thought it was. So we went around. Trail 51 has a lot of nice sections to it. There's some areas on it where you get to crawl through some rocks. There's quite a few sections like this to where it's just I'll just say a nice gravelly dirt road that connects all those. But Trail 51 has some really nice features to it that, you know, if you use your head and you go through, I don't see why most stock Jeeps couldn't come through. There is a section of it where you gotta do a hill climb and over some rocky shelves that might cause a problem, but overall, it's a really nice trail to go out, and if you're trying to get your badge of honors, make sure you check in at the very beginning. But it's a really nice trail. So this little section's got a couple rocks in it. You get to crawl around a little bit. It's not very long. There's a little bit of light playing with the camera there, so sorry about that, but it's a really nice area to crawl through. Now there's other areas in Windrock that if you really want to go out and go crazy, you can. That's a little area just to do a little bit of crawling through some spots and have a little fun. It was kind of nice to see that suspension flex around a little bit. A couple months ago we got rid of the 2.5-inch pucks that we had because we weren't sure what lifts we were going to go with later. And we went to these 3.5-inch dual rate metal cloak springs. We're really happy with those. Those coupled with the TerraFlex shocks that are under it really make for a nice ride when you're on the road, and it flexes around quite a bit. I've been trying to figure out what kind of bump stops I need to put in front, but up to this point we haven't had to put them back in yet, and it's about 6 or 8 inches of travel on that front end right now. Ed's got a really nice JL Rubicon that he's wheeling with. He got it outfitted really nice. He did a great job this weekend calling some more of the more technical lines, getting us through some of those. I look forward to wheeling with him some more, maybe at a later date. And Mike's rig is a really nice JK that we had seen when we did the video for Wildside Jeep Customs. It's a really cool build with some TRRS long arms and a TRRS front end, and there's a ton of other things on that Jeep. He did a really good job getting through the trails as well. I think he was concerned here about hitting the camera. I tried to put it right in a line so that we could get some good footage of it. Maybe a little too close, but no one hit it, so good footage.
I almost hit that thing.
There was a lot of side-by-sides on that trail that weekend. Section, there's a couple mud pits. The far mud pit wasn't too deep. It wasn't near as deep as the one on the entrance. The very first one though is pretty deep, so if you want to go through, go through. When I came out of that pit, I hit pretty hard on the dip, so it does get a little bit deep. If it's raining, be careful, stay on the skinny pedal. You can always go up and over and around that whole section. You'll see Mike and Ed do that.
Okay, through. Wasn't that bad.
Ed here does a great job coming down the hill.
I'm trying to square up a little
The
bit.
only problem with this hill is
Passenger.
stay out of that hole.
Passenger.
If you get stuck in that hole, I'm afraid you're going to tip a little
Passenger.
bit. So as long as you straddle that hole on the hill,
Passenger.
I think you'll be okay.
Okay, so you're right in line right there. So keep them hard a little bit. Okay, come on down.
Now from here we're headed down to Panther Rock,
Come on down.
and that'll be on
Okay,
next week's
toward
video.
me.
It's a great lookout point.
You got
and
it.
One of the key attractions for this trail. So come along with us next week as we see Panther Rock, do a little camping. Mike, Ed, and I continue the trail on. Till next week, remember to like, subscribe, and share. This is Jeepingmo.